Hey everyone, and welcome to the Alba Method. So today's session is all about relieving tension and tightness in the neck and shoulders. We spend a lot of our days on our computers or on our phones, and we sometimes don't realize the strain and tension we're putting on our neck and shoulders. So this session, we're going to be going through some gentle stretches, some gentle mobility exercises to really get you focused and aware of how your body's moving so that we can start to alleviate some of that pressure and some of that tightness in those areas. Today's class is available to all abilities and levels. You're just going to need your body and your mat. When you're ready, I'll meet you there. Okay, today we're going to start on our back. So I want you to lay down and start by pulling your knees into your chest for just a moment. Relax your shoulders and then gently release those feet to the mat so that they're right underneath the knees, and just bring your hands to your belly and just pause. You can close the eyes or find a nice soft steady gaze. Just connecting to the breath, connecting to this physical space. And just give your weight to the mat. And just take a couple deep breaths here, taking a quick scan from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes, softening between the brow, the jaw, the neck and shoulders. And start to bring your awareness right to the back of your head, that space that's connected to the mat. And I want you to just gently start to rock your head side to side, nice and slow. Just moving with the breath, letting your shoulders stay nice and relaxed. Just noticing what you feel, noticing tight spots, noticing tension. And just sending your breath there. Then slowly coming back to center, I want you to gently tuck the chin ever so slightly. Keep pressing your head into the mat, and then start to press your arms and the backs of your shoulders into the mat. Start to bring your arms down by your sides with the palms facing. And start to wiggle your toes a little bit, bring some awareness and attention to your feet, and then start to just engage through the back side of the body. So pressing through the backs of the shoulders, the back of the head. The body's not going to move much, but we would just want to feel this slight activation within. Feel the neck muscles turn on, feeling the back muscles turn on as you press away from the ground. Beautiful. And then from here, gently just lift your hips up. Make those little adjustments as needed with the feet, but continue to find pressure through the back of your head and the back of the shoulders, right where the neck and shoulders connect. And then start to lift your hips up ever so slightly for a bridge. Squeezing the glutes, continue to press through the backs of the arms, keeping your gaze up, and then slowly release the hips. Good, we'll do that 2 more times, focusing on the upper body and the activation through the upper body, through the scapula, through the back of the neck. Pause at the top, and then slowly release. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, just gently lift the hips up, pressing through the back of the head. Get strong through the backs of the shoulders, the triceps, the forearms, the fingertips. Everything presses into the ground. And then slowly release. Beautiful. From here, pull your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around your shins. Pull your forehead into your knees and get really small in this little ball shape. Feeling just the mid-spine on the mat, you can gently rock side to side or forward and back. Again, keeping the chin tucked and the forehead pulling towards the knees. And then from here, take a full body stretch. So just point the toes, reach overhead, expand into some space. And then pulling those knees back into your chest, gently rock yourself up to a seat. And finding a comfortable seat, whether that's on your knees or sitting with the legs crossed, sit up tall, set up your foundation, feeling the hips heavy, and bring the hands to the knees wherever you are. And just pause here, take a breath, and just notice what you feel. Pulling the belly gently in and up, and finding a nice neutral position through the spine. Relax the shoulders down the back. From here, I want you to gently draw the ears over the shoulders. So we want to create that kind of double chin effect, which I know is not super attractive, but it really helps with activating those neck muscles. So we want to pull those ears back and make that double chin. Relaxing the shoulders, we're going to hold that for a count of 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to slowly release that and extend the chin forward. And we want to make sure we're keeping the ribs in and we're not overcompensating with the upper body. We want to try to isolate right through the neck. So again, we're going to press the head back, drawing the ears over the shoulders, creating that double chin effect. Keep the shoulders relaxed and the belly pulling in as if you were pressing your head up against a wall. Hold that and release. We'll do that 2 more times. So again, pulling the ears back, exaggerating the movement as much as you can, noticing what you feel, and release. Good. One more time, pulling the ears back, pressing the head back. Keep the chin slightly tucked, and release that. So we're going to continue to draw the ears back over the shoulders, but not with as much effort now. So allow the shoulders to relax and just gently drop your right ear down towards your right shoulder. As you do that, you're going to take that left hand out to the side, tenting the fingertips and drawing the hand back by your hips so that left shoulder can kind of plug into place. Let the shoulder relax. We just want to use those fingertips as a kickstand. And with every breath, just let gravity do its job here, drawing that right ear towards that right shoulder. Keep that right shoulder relaxed as well. Good. We'll slowly switch sides. So gently dropping that left ear towards the left shoulder, pausing for a moment, noticing what you feel, moving slow, and then take those right fingertips out for support, back by the hip so that shoulder can plug into place. Keeping both shoulders nice and relaxed, just feel that gentle stretch. Good, coming back to center. Good, from here, drop that right ear to right shoulder, take the left fingertips out once again. This time we're going to start to rotate our gaze down, so drawing the chin and our gaze towards that right shoulder, keeping the left fingertips extended out, and then we'll rotate back. And we'll rotate towards that right shoulder, and rotate back. Not overstraining the rotation, just going to where you feel a little bit of tension and then pausing where you feel a stretch. And then release that. One more time. And come back to center. We'll switch sides nice and slow. Drop that left ear to left shoulder. Take those right fingertips out to the side and then start to move the gaze. So taking the chin towards the shoulder, looking down towards your left shoulder, and then coming back forward. Good. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Again, noticing what sides have a little bit more tightness. Good, let's do that one more time, nice and slow, just noticing what you feel. And then gently coming back to center. This time we're going to bring both fingertips out to the side. So drawing the fingertips back, plugging those shoulders into place, and then gently pull the ribs in. Ears over shoulders. We want to set up that foundation first. And now we're going to just look side to side. So we're going to look over the left shoulder and over the right. Keeping everything in place and just isolating the movement right through the head, right through the neck. So just slowly gazing over one shoulder and gazing over the other shoulder. Finding a little bit of fluid movement here. A couple more each side. And then we'll come back to center and pause here. Good. From here, we're going to gently release the chin down towards the chest. So as you do that, I want you to think about breathing your chest up towards your chin. It's just a slight, subtle movement, keeping the shoulders relaxed. And then we're going to move nice and slow. So we're going to move through center, drawing the ears over the shoulders. And then bringing the hands to the knees for support. Rather than dropping the back of the head, we're going to think about extending the crown of the head towards the back of the room. Allowing the shoulders to relax and feeling those neck muscles engage. If this is too much, back off a little bit. Just noticing what you feel. We'll do that a couple times. Slowly bring the chin down towards the chest. And breathe the chest up towards the chin. Pause. Feel the back of the neck get long. And then reverse that. Start to bring the ears over the shoulders first. And start to gently drop the head back as much as you can without losing the control. And gently release that. Bringing the chin back down towards the chest and just pause. Noticing the difference, and then gently come back to center. Take a few shoulder circles here, noticing any differences in the body so far. Then we're going to roll over those knees and come into a tabletop position. So coming to all fours, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders and the hips over the knees. And make sure those hands are directly underneath the shoulders, finding a nice neutral spine here. So pulling the belly in and pausing. And again, we're bringing the head in line with the neck. And here we're just going to draw the left ear towards the left shoulder, right ear towards the right shoulder, and just kind of move slowly side to side. Good. You can start to take little half circles with the head. Just noticing what you feel. And then pause here. We're going to go from here, take a few shoulder circles, keeping the hands rooted on the mat. Feeling the shoulders moving with the shoulder blades. And then start to take that into a cat round spine. So dropping the gaze down between the legs, pushing the ground away, getting nice and wide through the back body, letting the head relax. And then coming through nice and slow, a nice neutral position. Start to find that cow face pose, drawing the heart through, ears over shoulders. Good, feeling the shoulder blades and those lats activate. And then do that again, moving nice and slow through a cat round spine. Pushing the ground away, letting the head get heavy. And then moving through cow, pulling the heart through, lifting the gaze. And then coming back through to a neutral position. Pause here. Good. From here, you're going to walk your hands back, and we're going to come to the balls of our feet. And coming into the back of your mat, we're going to take a nice deep forward fold with the knees bent. We're going to come into ragdoll here. So interlacing the arms and letting the head get nice and heavy. Staying heavy through the legs, through the heels. And really letting your head drop all the way down, almost gazing all the way to your navel. Letting the shoulders relax, letting everything release. Breathing right into that back body. And then you're going to shake the head no, nod it yes. Again, really exaggerating the movement, noticing what you feel and where you feel it. And then just gently coming back to center, releasing those hands. Will slowly come up to a standing position. So as you come vertical, just take a moment to roll out the shoulders and notice what you feel. Rolling the shoulders in one direction and then switching directions. Good. From here, we're going to take the arms out in front of you so that they're shoulder height. And again, we want to keep the ribs in, keeping the belly in, and we want to try to isolate the movement right through those shoulder blades. So we're going to bend at the elbows, pull back, squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades together, and then reach back out, sliding the shoulder blades apart. And again, we want to exaggerate the movement, but isolate the movement right between those shoulder blades. So squeeze the tips of the shoulder blades together, and then extend out. Good, let's do that again, and you're going to pause, pulling the shoulder blades together. Now I want you to plug those shoulder blades down. Start to bring the arms down by your sides with the shoulder blades still pulling towards one another. Feel those triceps engage. Good, now draw the ears back over the shoulders and feel that. Good, start to reach those arms forward and up, and then spin the palms out and down, taking just a few wide arm circles here. And then you're going to reach up. We're going to interlace the hands and take the hands behind the head. So pressing the head into the hands and the hands into the head. We're going to start to bring the elbows towards one another, pulling the low ribs in. And here we're just going to slowly move that chin side to side. So we're keeping that active hold, pressing hands into head and head into hands, creating that tension. And just noticing what you feel with that tension. Good. From here, start to lift, keeping the hands where they are. And then start to support your head as you drop your head back. Let the elbows open. Keep your gaze up. Good. Close the elbows. Start to bring the chin towards the chest, pulling the chest in, getting nice and round through the upper back and the upper body. And then start to lift the elbows, opening the elbows as you lift the gaze. Let the head relax into the hands. Let's do that 2 more times, nice and slow. Closing the elbows as you bring the gaze down, tucking the chin, pressing head into hands and hands into head. Get wide between the shoulder blades. Good, and then start to open those elbows as you lift the gaze, pulling the shoulder blades onto the back, opening the heart space. And we'll do that 1 more time. Good, opening up, pause. And then slowly coming back to center, release those hands down by your side. Good. From here, we're going to take that left hand, the left forearm, bringing it behind us to the small of the back. And draw that shoulder blade down the back. And then if you like, you can hook those fingertips onto that right arm or simply just press your forearm into the low back and your low back into your forearm. And then start to bring the ears over the shoulders, letting the shoulder blades relax. And rather than pulling the shoulder blades straight back, we want to start to pull them down as well, so we really lock them into place. Noticing what you feel. Again, pressing your forearm into your low back. And then start to take that right ear towards the right shoulder once again. Just breathing, noticing what you feel. And then we'll switch sides. So slowly release that left arm, slide that right forearm behind you, right to the small of the back. The palm is open. And again, we're creating that friction, pressing forearm into low back and low back into forearm, pulling the ribs in, ears back, and relax the shoulders. Just notice what you feel. Creating that active stretch, and then when you're ready, dropping the left ear towards the left shoulder. And again, release tension through the face, finding your breath here. Just bring yourself into this present moment as you just focus on your breath. Good. Go ahead and release that when you're ready. Inhale, we're going to press those palms forward, interlacing the hands. We're going to press the palms up to the sky, taking a stretch here. And then we're going to round through the spine, pushing the palms away, getting wide through the low back. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the arms, drawing the biceps by the ears. Exhale, rounding through the back. Good. 1 more time. And release those hands down by your side. This time, interlace the fingers behind your back, rolling the shoulder blades down the back like we've been doing. And if the heels of the hands don't touch, that's okay. Just go where you can go by opening up the chest, drawing the ears back once again. And just pause here. You can take organic movement if that feels good, lifting the hands. But stay strong and steady. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and release that. Giving yourself a little hug, wrapping those arms around the body. And dropping chin down towards your chest. Good. Switching that out, opening the arms. And just crossing the opposite arm over as you drop your chin to your chest. Just giving yourself a little hug, feeling that difference. Beautiful. And then release those hands. Inhale, reach up. We'll come back to that ragdoll. So bend the knees, start to fold over those legs and interlace the arms. We're here for just a moment, so maybe sway gently side to side or stay stagnant. You can take whatever organic movement feels good. Good. And then from here, go ahead and release those hands. We'll just come back down to our knees, sending the hips to the heels. Good. So from here, I want you to grab onto your heels. We're going to come into this little ball shape, bringing the forehead to the mat. And you're going to hold onto your heels, let your shoulders relax, keeping the knees together. And then if you feel okay here, you're going to use those hands on the heels as leverage, pressing the crown of the head into the mat as you lift your hips, getting nice and round through the spine, pulling the belly in, pushing your head into the ground, and really drawing those shoulder blades away from each other. You can also just simply stay with the hips on the heels. This is a great way to widen the low back and release tension through the shoulders. Wherever you are, just pause. Feel it. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come back to center. And slowly rise up from there. Shifting your hips to one side. Coming into a comfortable seat once again. And you can stay on your knees for that as well. Just bring the hands to the knees, roll out those shoulders a few times. And we'll take that left hand out for support. Take that right arm, just reach up and over, taking the gaze down towards your left hand, and then rotate the gaze up and down just a couple times. Noticing the difference, noticing if you've gained any space, and then we'll switch sides, taking that right hand out for support, taking that left arm up and over, side body stretch, heavy through that left hip, and then rotating the gaze just to notice the difference. Good, and then gently coming back to center, hands to the knees, finding a few shoulder circles here. Again, exaggerating the movement and putting the awareness right into the back. Good, taking that left hand to the right knee, using that for support. Take that right arm and reach up and over, taking the gaze up to the sky. Staying heavy through the hips. And then taking that right hand to the left knee, switching sides, using that hand on the knee for support, and reaching up and over, going where the gaze allows. And coming back to your center, bring your hands behind your hips. Go ahead and uncross your legs, bringing the feet out. And your fingertips are going to face out, and they're going to be right behind your hips, but I want you to spread the fingertips wide and really push through the heels of the hands to draw those shoulder blades back and down, just like we did standing. Good, we're just going to come into this reverse tabletop, so you're going to lift the hips, press through the heels of the hands, lift the heart as much as you can, keeping the ears in line with the shoulders, and slowly release those hips. Noticing what you feel, make those little adjustments. We'll do that. We're going to do that 2 more times. So rooting down through the feet, pressing through the heels of the hands. As you lift the hips, lift the heart. Squeezing those glutes. And then slowly release that 1 more time. Inhale, staying strong through the upper back, upper body. Let those shoulder blades move back. And then slowly release that. Good, bringing the soles of the feet together, finding a nice wide stance, bringing the hands to the shins. Go ahead and just fold over those legs. Beautiful work. Just breathe. And then from here, go ahead and sit up, crossing those legs once again, and bringing the hands to the knees. You can gently close the eyes. I find a nice soft, steady gaze. Just notice the difference. Getting rid of any leftover tension, tightness. And this is where we end today. So bring your hands together in front of your heart and bow your chin to your chest. Just giving yourself that honor, as always, for taking some time, carving out the space to move. From here, bringing the thumbs right between the brow and lifting the gaze. Just finding gratitude here for whatever it is we're grateful for today. And in that gratitude, we bow to this practice and to all things. Much love. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this session. Come back to it whenever you need, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.